Good evening. Firstly, I accept that we need to build more houses. The sort of people which are likely to want to live in this new development, if it goes ahead, are the sort of people who will own probably a minimum of 2 cars. If they have late teenage, early 20s, even early 30s children living at home, most of those people will also own a car to get to work or whatever. We know that Wellborn will happen at some time, and putting the 2 lots of extra traffic onto our roads, which are already congested at certain times of the day, seems to me to be a headache that we are creating, which will cause all sorts of other problems, which we have mentioned some of those already. For those people who walk along the footpaths on the site, or jog, if you're young enough, we know that the area floods every single winter. To put permanent dwellings on such a site seems to me to be short-sighted, to say the least, unless they can provide a method of removing excess land surface water. I don't know. I am not the sort of person with that sort of knowledge. I came here because Fareham is a nice place to live. If we allow excessive development, we will create Solent City, which runs from Portsmouth right the way through to Southampton. I don't know about you, sir, I don't want to live in a place like that. And finally, I notice one change from the original plans, which I saw 2 or 4 years ago. They have included a primary school, which wasn't there. I challenged them on that on the first set of meetings that I went to. What they haven't included, of course, is any provision for secondary education. I contacted Crofton and Fareham Academy today just to check up. They are already desperately short of spaces for extra teenagers. And having spent 40 years in the education profession, I know how important it is that you have sufficient space within your schools to accommodate all the children comfortably. If there is, at present, insufficient space for secondary school children, how on earth do the planners, the Hallam planners, think that they're going to provide for the children of the people who will live in this new development? Without extra secondary education spaces, again, together with the hospital situation, which we've already mentioned, we are creating headaches and problems which will multiply as the time goes on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. I think although so you didn't read that out, I think we've got the basis of probably 2 sides of A4 there for your letter of objection. So thank you very much, and hopefully help some other people along the way too.